Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3, their finest hour, with Black Ice 10.33, and of course, Third Reich events. GGA, units of the Third Reich. Just as I'm here, you may notice the V2 rocket here. Yes, you may have seen in an earlier episode, I don't know if I mentioned this, I canceled its production because I didn't move it high enough, fast enough to the top of the queue. So it was going to take a long time to build, but I'd already paid for it, so I just went in and added it to the save game. So we have it here. So yay. Fixing minor things like that. So let's continue. And if you haven't already, of course, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to cough here. Excuse me. And just want to remind people, we'll receive a bunch of money from Italy. Okay. We'll give it a moment or two to see if some other nations want to particularly buy something. The Discord server. Recently somebody posted on their multiplayer, asking about multiplayer games. Actually, I set the Discord server up to facilitate playing a multiplayer game that I was planning to do more than a year ago now, and that never did come off. But hey, if it can be an asset to you guys to hook up with each other, as they might say. I know the modern connotation of that word, yes. To play multiplayer. I hope it does help with that as well, or other things. Okay, acrylic bubble cockpit. I think that's a one and done. I don't know why. Air systems. I don't know why we're not in a positive. I don't know. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, that just allowed. Okay. Further abilities, twin engine airframe research to level 2. Okay, twin engine airframe research to level 2. That would be over here. We also got this, so let's stop both of those. And that. Okay. So that opens up. Okay. I will do. These really only help out transport planes, 4-engine armament. Oh. Yeah, it's not too soon to do 1937 technologies, but you don't research them as efficiently as a 36. And yeah, we'll do that. If it isn't something that, defensiveness, that's not going to help me now. I'm at peace. I mean, it'll help me eventually. And I don't think, okay, we'll also do the core HQ. Just because it's a 36. And I don't think we'll have trouble catching up. Okay, we would give them money for rare materials. So, Poland decline. I think we'll just try to conquer it. We would give them energy for money. Yes, we'll do that. Okay, okay, we're 14 down on that. Who might we see about rare materials from? Okay, USA. We have slight positive on money, so if we were to, because I want to be able to trade with them and they need to have money. Okay, buy rare materials. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. I do hope that this playthrough is a success. We could find some bug either I've created or something that just will be impassable on everybody who watches modded games is ready for that. But I do want to say I've been told that in various versions of 10 point whatever Black Ice that they, I don't know so much nerfed out, but made it really difficult for America at this time, which I agree with in general concept. The reason I say general concept is I haven't looked at the coding and the details and I haven't played it, so I'm not endorsing it or saying they're doing it right or wrong unless I know. So, the general concept, though, I agree that their economics should be stagnant. Now, I've been told also, and I'm going to say, I hope reliably, that they have the ability to actually build, through the building system, heavy ICs. Okay. That I can also see as being all right for America. Now, also, I gather that they were able to buy, I'm doing air quotes, but you can't see it, buy, do air quotes with the cursor, ICs with money. And that not having the strategic resource trading system enabled because of what TRE does may be weakening the U.S., particularly at this time. And if somebody wants to come in and give detailed, give file names, file examples somewhere, maybe best to contact me on Discord instead of just below another pimp out for Discord. What they've changed. I don't want to make the U.S. too weak by not having the trading system, and I just don't have the motivation, quite honestly, to dig through all the files, because sometimes, just because Black Ice has grown up organically over the years, I guess we can have this progress while I'm talking, grown up over the years, that it's not just easy to find the file where the event or the decision is that's been changed and either, do whatever to change it back or make other changes. So if somebody wants to dig in and find out what's going on, if it really is a problem, I'm not sure that it is, I would be happy to take that research and possibly if they create a fix. Okay, this is not looking good. Okay. Okay. I have never seen that before. Meaning no text at all. Now, there was no decision. It was either go to or just look like, is that a trading thing stopped? Like I say, I've never seen that before. Okay, well, this is telling me, when the event images pop up, that's a good sign. So I don't know what that was. I literally don't know what that was, whether that was a thing that I'm guessing, trade is no longer happening, but it didn't pop up for me. So, yeah. We're riding the tiger here to see if it all works well. If somebody wants to either go in and do the changes and explain what they've done to me, or point me very detailed into this file at this location at this thing here, and then I can go in and take a look at it, fine. But we're going to look at it and see, because if America is weak, and if, say, around 1940, they start becoming unweak, because America really starts to see something only once World War II gets going, with a bit of an economic boom. And it isn't even, it's maybe just starting to climb out of the Great Depression. And it's partially because of gearing up for armament sales and resource sales to Europe. And so, yeah, I don't know that America being weak early on is a problem, so long as America roars to life. And if it roars to life an extra 6 months, even a year later than what it would have otherwise, I'm not that worried about it. So just keep that in mind. Okay. See bad poor. That's actually, I graded out actually a modern picture of what's still remaining there. Only a few, and I don't know whether it's the ones with the white roofs or the ones we hear. Only part of it was actually completed out inside and whatnot. But big holiday center. Okay, mental is the main thing I'm worried about, and we have barely enough to do that. It will gain popularity too much. They ended up using, I think, partially as a recuperative hospital in World War II. But like I say, it was never completed. That's part of it, because it's a DAF project. And the Kraft Deutsch Freud, I'm sure I'm butchering that German's, is a sort of it's the, what is it, Strength Through Joy or something? But that's sort of a sub-organization, subset thing coming out from the Deutsches Arbeitersfront, the DAF, the National Socialist. Yes, okay, so Canada, Mexico get heat wave problems. Talked about that before. the National Socialist Labor Union type thing. Formed the Women Rad, Arbeitsdienst der Welblitzen Jugend, young women, basically, the female branch of the Rad. Male branch technically known as the Rad M, but yeah, always just deferred. I did know that there was a Rad M thing, but I almost never, like they're saying, is almost always just as Rad. It was formed in April 1936 when the freewheeling Frauenarbeitsdienst, you guys, yeah, I know Germans, you'll say, this is all one word, yeah, I know, but it's a compound word. It's 3 words stuck together, also known as, yeah, okay, we can do this, which will get more supplies. I'm not sure why supplies are the thing, but cool. This is a GGA event. I pointed out to sort of, if you will, give credit to the mod makers for their hard work. Okay, so we've got through most of the steel plants I think I'm planning on building, because we're now up at 63. We'll still have one more here in Saarbrücken. Now, if we continue to expand our economy enough, and we need to do more steel, because there are coming up steel expansion, multiple elements of it as part of the 4-year plan. And so, we will be seeing, okay, broadcasting advance. So that's good. We want to come over here. We'll stop that, yes. Again, it's still too early for 1936, but not too early for 57, but I'm still sort of looking like, don't know how much I want to do the main elements to ships that don't generally upgrade. Pocket battleship, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Where I do believe a lot of the like dual purpose guns, that will automatically upgrade on ships just sitting in port and not having to send it to. Just so that you know, and I know a lot of you are experts and probably know some details better than I do. When you have a ship, let's just try to click on a ship over here. Not a submarine. We've got lots of submarines. I'm not liking that didn't give the... what's going on here? Yeah, I'm not liking this. It's not displaying things. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm not liking this, and I literally restarted my computer. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to save this. I know we're just in May 3rd, so it may sort of mess up the dates. I'm going to save this here, and your screen's going to go black. I'm just going to actually just restart the game here. Let's save this. Not that I'm that worried about, what, 9-10 days of progress. But I really want to just sort of see what's going on. It's taking a long time to save, which is not a good sign. And yeah, I'm still talking here. Okay, that was good. I think that saved correctly. So we're going to close. Well, actually, we're going to quit. So again, your screen will go black. Just live with it, and I'll keep talking so that you know that stuff is still going on. I'm going to come in here, and I'm also going to remove some of the older save games. I just put them into a different file, so they're still there. Okay, so I can go back to old stuff as needed. And that was just started out after the 1st of the month. and after the autosave, so we're going to move here and replace, yes. Okay, so I'm just going to have a few saves here, and we're going to restart. Let's see, watch how fast my system starts up, which for Hearts of Iron is still fairly slow. Hearts of Iron 3, that is. And so, yes, I've started it. We now have the first black ice loading splash screen, which you don't see yet. You won't see them until... but it does load faster the second time I've loaded it after starting the game. I've noticed that. So, yeah, no, the black is still intentional. Nothing's wrong with the video or your viewing of it. And now we're at the sort of glowy sunset black ice start splash screen. Loading, creating checksum. The Shermans with the purple teddy bear on it. And the little doggy thing that they didn't colorize. Yeah, we're there. Still creating checksum. Loading graphics, initializing. Okay, now you see it. Yeah, it's the GG, German Graphical Augmentation Mod. You Germans were so wonderful at creating catchy titles or things. And yes, I'm being sarcastic. Very literal title, very explanatory titles. But God, I'm never going to hire a German to do like product naming. Okay, now we are back. Now, okay, now that's sort of what I expect to see. All that stuff up there. Don't know why that wasn't happening. Okay, here. I don't know if that picture is because it's the Deutschland or the Admiral Scheer or a Jet Graph Bay. For some reason, it's not loading in the graphical images. No, okay, I guess those are special images that either the way I've done it or just something isn't working right on. Okay, again, back to what I was hopefully was going to be a quick what's going on again. I know a lot of you know this, but okay, here, AP ammunition, no, 48% upgraded, so it's gone through the 48% of the way through the upgrade process. This stuff, I think it needs to be sitting in port. Not absolutely sure on that. Will upgrade on its own, okay, as the techs improve. You get sonar or Huff Duff, and it will cost you this type of ICs here, which we're mostly funding here, will cost you that. But let's say, and I don't know about, and I say don't know about because some of them may have been put into it, some of the special named chips that we sort of tagged, or we walked through here, like the Deutschland here. Oh, I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to click here. Even seeing the image from behind it. But that may be enough different that it isn't going to. But a lot of the more generic ones that just have a name, if, say, you've researched the technology for, better cruiser hulls or something like that, some of these armor thicknesses or whatever, you can send the ship back through. Don't want to click it and do it, but where I just do it so rarely, if ever. We don't want to make pride. Oh, well, maybe this isn't one because it's the, okay, that could be. Oh, well, there is a way to send it back through the production queue. Damn, I don't, I haven't done it in years now. I don't know. Send it back through the production queue that goes back through this, and we'll upgrade, but I normally don't want to spend the time, the resources, whatnot to do that. So I do try to look at these to go like dual purpose guns, because these are sort of mounted on the top decks. To rechange the main guns of the ship is a lot of work. But to improve the fire control, maybe improve damage control measures, you don't have to go through all of that. So that's why some of these things that will upgrade, I do like to do. Now, if you're going to have a naval focus, you're going to somehow engineer a, you know, Germany versus Japan game or something like that. Or, of course, if you're playing, say, Britain, and you want to upgrade a lot of your fleet to take on the Italians and the German Navy and whatnot, yeah, or the Japanese Navy, yeah, there is good reason to do that. Oh, let's speed this back up a bit. And, okay, we are selling more fuel than we're making. You know, I'm barely needing any supplies. I think that'll change after a day, but let's give this a full day. See what corrects. There we go. Industry advanced, very good. More supply production, ICs and all that. Yeah, 38. That's a little too fast for me. Okay, well, even though we're going to continue with some of those naval upgrades, I think we're going to start with. It's going to take the longest after that. We'll start with railroad network. Start doing some of that. Oh, what is? Oh, welded plate construction. I think that is here. Yes. Okay. Very good. But I think we're going to move this one to see what goes into that. Yeah, let's do road network. Get those working through. Okay, we're still in a slight deficit. Submarine engineering hull advances, very good. Now that is something a little more I plan on just building on my own, maybe. Capital ships do take a long time to build, and in real life, and they do in the game. And I'm looking for other industry 37, like armor forging, I think we'll do. Is there any 36 siding in there? Nope. Okay, yeah. We'll do that. Take a long time to build the ships. And it's not just because their ICs are significant when you look at how long it takes to build them. They're not necessarily significant, you know, at any one time. Compared to like armored divisions, lots of ICs gets done fairly fast in comparison. And so I don't know that I plan on doing too much naval until it looks like we've defeated the Soviet Union and are starting, because I at least current plans, don't hold me to this, but my current plans are to take Britain after we get the Soviet Union taken out. But things may change. And so after the Soviet Union's taken out, because I don't think I need a navy to take out Britain, just because I don't think they're going to intercept enough of my invasion fleets, as well as have enough air power operating and being able to parachute and whatnot. But start building at that time to invade the U.S. or other longer stuff that we may do more significant naval building at that point. So post Soviet Union. And if you're talking about uber strong Germany, yeah, I'm sort of for. Let's see, can we trade with the US yet? Only building fleets. Do they have some money? We want more money coming in instead of just Yeah, so let's see if we can, yeah, let's, yeah, they have 10 or so money right now. We won't take it all from them. And yes, we'll no longer receive that, which sort of balances out somewhat. So yeah, it's just at that point, maybe. Now, so the reason I'm saying I'm going to say no to one, I don't need to be close diplomatically to Siam, and the amount of convoys it will take to get a half a resource from Siam is a lot of convoys. It isn't worth doing. So, yeah, no. Okay, so supply one look here. Okay, we're going to get through these fairly quickly. Let's. Okay, we got just sort of building along this river here. Hopefully I'm clicking the right button. Well, okay, they've already got. There we go. That, because we very well may be continuing to build. Okay, get ready for a lot of clicks fast. Yes. Continue to focus our, because I want to do a combination of build up where we have the heavy industry, build up more industry there, but I also want to, and especially in the early days here, keep a whole field of stuff in production, and we're going to be getting through those fighters fairly quickly. Okay, troop ship flotillas, very nice. That is here, which now opens up these. We'll start doing some of that in cavalry exploitation advanced. Yeah, we'll let this continue. 1916. And what does Brazil want? We'll give them money for no. Yeah, just because it's close. It's a little bit, but it's close, and we can do that without shipping requirements. Okay, submarine engine advanced. Very nice. And we'll open up some of these coastal, and I think we're gonna. Yeah, let's do radios. Why I haven't done radios already, I don't know. But we're doing radios now, not from Peru. I guess that was just had to, we lost that because it was the first of the month and something in the saving time, maybe. Just for your information, I'm running this. I literally rebooted my whole system and haven't opened up anything except for File Manager and OBS, which I'm using to record this, and this game, and obviously the second time to try to save on. I mean, there's some background stuff running in the system, but save on any sort of system requirements, system needs here to keep it as stable as possible. But recording does take some resources, so that can be a thing. Okay, mass events advance, which is here. We want to stop that. And high density alloys, which I think we're looking over here. Yes, grayed out, but it allows us to do basic ammunition. And because I do think other things are somewhat dependent on this, maybe we will do that. Oh, what is still? Oh, truck employment. Again, if you're not familiar, some of these that affect lots of units, the literal sort of display window is just too long, so it just doesn't display them. You can come down here and see the truck and prime mover reliability increase. So it's working sort of as designed within general capabilities. Mountain division, mountain infantry activation, I think maybe mountain warfare equipment. We'll do the activation first. USA man, who's often in our chats on live streams on Saturday. Right now, we are doing as of recording this, we're doing World Ablaze mod for Hearts of Iron 4. That may be a Black Ice replacement, or it's really good if you're into Hearts of Iron 4. And maybe you just want to come and hang out with us because we talk about things other than the game, even if you're not a big Hearts of Iron 4 player. Asked me what's the difference between the SA, the SS, and the police, and I gave him a very short answer. And I'm not going to give him any longer answer here, but we will be talking, and there are significant things, and I've talked about some of this stuff as some of the events happen. Okay, long range classes. Maybe not get quite as detailed into it as I have in the past. And this might be a good time if you're either fairly new here or you're just going to go, hey, I like to hear you talk about the same thing over again every playthrough. I do have a wonder of how much detail and how much I should talk. And to some degree, whether if it's just me simply reading the event that I know I've talked about before, do I need to read it? You can read it when you play it. The full text down below it, particularly if it's long. How much of that you want? Because I know a lot of people a few people are advocating for me to edit some of these videos, and we give them supplies for money, certainly. And try to edit out or try to just, take this, I don't know what's going to be 40-minute, an hour video and turn it into like a half hour or 20 minutes of sort of the important bits. And there's a lot more and more not streamers, but YouTubers are doing that, and that would help viewing numbers because things would be faster paced. One that takes a lot of time to edit and do the thing. Not a huge amount, but a fair amount. And I produce a lot of stuff. But I really don't know how much you want a more concise, quick playthrough versus me just showing every little detail. I'm sure there's some people that definitely want to do the quick playthrough, and there are definitely, and just hit the highlights, and there's definitely people that want every little detail. I just don't know the balance of it. But one thing is how much detail do you want me to talk about? Education benefits, or where is it? It's under nation. Okay, yeah, 36, but opens up advanced education. Very good. And small warship, fire control system, computing. War armament. Oh, here, fire control. Okay, that's it. Fire control computers. Okay, 37. Let's move it to something else. We'll be back, I'm sure. And so feedback on how much detail you want me to go in on these things. You can say, hey, I'm new here, haven't watched any previous series, I want to hear the details. Or it could be, already heard them. Don't need to hear them again right now. But we will be talking about the various roles, the different roles that the SA, the SS, and the police had during this time period. We would give them fuel. How much extra fuel? Yeah, okay, we'll give you a little bit of fuel for some money. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, that was the education expansion. That's why we're getting this. Well, I guess we can do mountain warfare equipment. No longer receive money for supplies. Oh man, you hurt me, guys. Okay, small warship engine advance. And it's grayed out, and armament, right? The other one was armament. Yes, okay. But that does open up these. Torpedo boats are bigger than motor torpedo boats. I mean, they both have motors, but we'll do that. Oh, I guess we still have another. Yeah, we'll do these. Sort of see that size of ship versus that. But they're not actually ships, they're big boats. We would give them supplies for money. Great. That is very good, Romania. Hopefully you can afford that well and keep that for you going a long time. And Czechoslovakia, we would give them money for. No, we'll just sort of take your rare materials at some point. I sort of do that with Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Czechoslovakia, Poland, because at some point I am planning on invading. Money for, no. We give them money for rare materials. Nope, because you're probably not going to buy anything from us. And nope. We have a modest amount of money. Let's see if we can buy some rare materials from the US. And they may actually buy stuff from us. Okay, Japan. Okay, well. Yeah, just because I'm trying to build closer relations. No. I mean, because we're going to get this stuff coming in from America very soon. Well, actually, you know, we're going to save this here. And I think we're going to end this episode just because I think I've gone on long enough. It's near the first of the month. And I want to see how, I want to start a new session and see how or continue this, but a new episode and see how the first of the month starts and plays through on that. So thanks you for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe and tell a friend. Thanks so much. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.